to the RSP Lounge right here at RangerStop and Pop in Atlanta, 2025 edition. Thank you all for continuing your support and for watching here on our YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, share it, love it, all that good stuff. The fun continues. The doors are still jam-packed with people coming in, even though it's the afternoon. And I have a very special guest here with me, the RangerStop. This is your first one here?
In Atlanta, yeah.
In Atlanta,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And you've obviously been everywhere else, correct?
Well, it's only my second convention that I've done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get deep into this. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, and Power Ranger fans out there, and lovers of comedy, today I'm joined by someone who truly does it all. You may know him as the witty, quick-thinking Chip Thorn, the Yellow Mystic Ranger.
That's right, yeah.
From Power Rangers Mystic Force, right, like the ones on my shirt. But his talents go way beyond Ranger duties. He's a celebrated comedian, a talented writer, a creative powerhouse behind his shows like The Brokenwood Mysteries and The Luminaries. Whether he's saving the world from evil, as Power Rangers do, Nic Sampson always brings something special. So let's dive in and give Nic the props that he deserves right here at the RSP Lounge. Welcome.
Wow, thanks so much for having me.
Did I do okay with your intro?
You did great. I didn't ride the Luminaries, but
didn't? Okay,
I was in an
You
episode.
were in the episode. Okay.
But I'll take the credit.
Yeah. Well, you know
what?
what? The internet likes to lie to me. I was trying to do good and I messed up. I'm firing myself after this.
No, you're doing great.
Thank you so much. Let's kick things off real quick with Power Ranger talk.
Sure.
When you first put on that yellow suit, did you feel more like a superhero, or was it like, wow, like this spandex is a little unforgiving? Like, how was that for you? A lot of people have different feelings about the suit.
I think I loved it. Yeah, I think I was like, yeah, this feels right. Yeah, but I mean, it certainly was very unforgiving.
Yeah,
yeah, especially because you have to wear like a little G-string as well. So
really?
Yeah.
So the dudes wear G-strings too, right?
Yeah. Which is, and that was my first time. And obviously now I wear them all the time.
Oh,
so,
nice. Yeah, there we go. See, for anyone who doesn't know, all it takes is that one time.
Yeah.
Was this, when you first got the gig at Power Rangers, was this the first gig you have ever gotten? Like, to tell the audience out there that might not know, perhaps you were working on something beforehand?
Oh, well, yeah, it was definitely one of my first jobs. I did a few acting gigs as a child.
Oh, nice.
And like a teenager, but I got this job right out of high school. So I finished high school.
Wow.
And then I got an audition for Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So I was going to go to university.
Yeah.
But instead I was like, I think I'll just be a Power Ranger instead.
Yeah, that worked out for you, brother.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah. It was a crazy time.
Did you think, now, were you a Power Ranger fan at all? Did you know about the fandom, how big it was?
No, I had no idea about the fandom, but I definitely loved Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah. We all started there.
I watched that as a kid. And then in New Zealand, we sort of stopped showing it. So
I heard
had
a
no
lot
idea.
of New Zealand actors came up here and said, hey, they took it away from us because it was too violent.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Wow.
Actually, my friend's mum was part of the committee.
Well, what do you have to say to her now that you donned the suit now?
She was doing what she felt was right. But time has proven her wrong.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, look, it's a worldwide phenomenon still 30 plus years later, right?
Yeah.
And I do gotta admit that that was the one season that kind of like got away from me. Even though I was already an adult, I was in the Marine Corps. I was all fighting a war and all that good stuff.
Oh my God.
But I still tried to it keeps your mind away from things, right?
Yeah.
And it was fun to watch. You could make fun of yourself for watching and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Mystic Force was one. I don't know if it was because of the caves. It felt a little bit too much like Harry Potter to me at the beginning. I was I wonder if that's where they're trying to go. But watching it again as an adult, I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah. It was quite a nuts season.
Yes, it was.
I often think about the fact that one of the pink Zords also turned into like a football.
Yes,
and we would kick the football. And I was like, that is truly random. And it has nothing to do with wizards.
But it makes sense somehow.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Right? Yeah. Chip Thorn has such a unique personality. How much of your own energy and quirks did you bring into the character?
A bit. I mean, I definitely related to Chip a lot. I was a huge fan of fantasy books and sort of that. I had a big imagination as a kid.
Hey, that's great. I mean,
but I think Chip has more energy than I naturally have.
Nice.
I'm naturally a bit more low energy than Chip.
No,
So
well,
yeah, I had to work
you,
that in.
As a pirate, you kind of have to bring it up to the nth degree, right, and meet it at a certain level.
Yeah.
We spoke a little bit about being a comedian and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah.
Can you tell us about that? When did that start for you? Like,
it was sort of a natural thing. Like I always loved comedy. I grew up, like, my dad used to, like, show us lots of Monty Python and
classic, by the way.
yeah. And then, like,
wow.
I mean, in Power Rangers, I'm kind of the comedic character. I often
Yes.
sort of the role that I like to do. And so that naturally lent itself to try and stand-up comedy. And
Very nice.
and then when I write TV stuff, and that is usually comedy as well, because it's just what I enjoy. Yeah.
So have you gone, how far has your writing gone? Have you been able to produce things and put them out for the audience to watch?
Yeah, I've written a bunch of stuff. Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
I've written on lots of
Sure,
things.
yeah. And you're in London now, you said, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How's that? How's the differences, or is there any going from New Zealand to London?
It's similar in a lot of ways. London is definitely a much sort of more intense place than anywhere you'll find in New Zealand. New Zealand is very laid back.
Sure.
But I really like it now. I've grown to really love it.
Yeah, I've been out there, and I couldn't even compare it to New York. It just has its own vibe,
Yeah.
even though the tall buildings and and crazy high speedness of it all. But looking back at your career, what was the project that challenged you the most?
Wow. Probably Starstruck, which is a sitcom that I worked on. I wrote on some of it and was in it a bit with my friends from New Zealand. But it was a show we made in the UK.
Yeah.
And it was a challenge, just a challenge in that it was such a step up for anything that I'd done before, and I felt there was a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and so
That's awesome. That's great. So we've covered Rangers, writing, comedy. What does the future hold for Nic Sampson?
Well, I would love to just keep writing, making stuff,
Awesome.
I would love to make a movie, so that's something that I'm working on at the moment.
That's great, man. Do you have, before we let you go, is there a specific genre in the movies that you want to make? Action, drama?
I really like horror, and I think it's very adjacent to comedy because it has the same rhythms of comedy. It's the surprise.
Is there a special horror film or one that really sticks out to you the most that you love? What's your favorite horror film?
Oh, my favorite horror film? Probably The Shining.
Beautiful, classic.
And then a recent one I really love, It Follows.
Yes, It Follows, of course. Yeah. So before we go, my friend and mentor actually got back into the reins of horror. He's Freddie Prinze Jr. He's doing I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, wow.
And, he's in the new one coming up in July.
That's crazy.
So, cheap plug. But yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
So like, I talked to him a lot about horror, so it's great to hear that this is what you want to do, because that's such a great freaking genre.
Yeah, you can have real fun with it,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like I just watched The Monkey. Have you seen that?
Yes.
It's so funny.
Yes.
I didn't expect it to be as funny as it is, but it's scary as well. But
so here, I want your expertise. Do you consider Ghostbusters a horror film?
No, I wouldn't say so. No.
It doesn't fall.
It's got some horror beats.
A lot of people, yes, it has horror beats. So a lot of people talk about it, and they actually agree that it's in that gray zone. And I wanted to hear from you to see what you thought.
It's a horror comedy, I guess.
Horror, there you go. Perfect.
But I would say more comedy than horror. Yeah.
That's perfect. Nic, thank you so much for coming on here today. Guys, thank you for watching again. This is RangerStop and Pop in Atlanta 2025. This is the RSP Lounge. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe. Where can people support you and follow you?
I'm on Instagram. Yeah, if you look me up on Instagram.
Just Nic Sampson, straight up?
Yeah, I think it's Nic the Sampson.
Nic the Sampson. Make sure you guys...
Nic Sampson was taken.
All right. Make sure you guys go ahead and support. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Cool.